What is up, everyone? I'm going to do something today on my channel that I haven't done before, not only on the channel, but in general. So as you probably already saw in the thumbnail, but we are going to be working with soft plastics today. So I'm pretty excited. I've been wanting to pour baits like this for a long time. My wife and I are finally almost out of this apartment that we are currently in, 29 days. I'm pumped. So that's huge, but I'm looking forward to having a little bit of a bait shop in my garage. But in my hands here, I've got my handy dandy shipping box full of molds, plastisol, colorant, glitter, basically some essentials that I decided to go out and purchase. I still have some stuff on the way, which I'm really excited about, some dead-on plastic stuff. So thanks Chris Jones from World's Worst Fishing. That guy's got everything and anything. I'm gonna link his channel down below. He is absolutely magnificent and just crushes everything soft plastics. And then obviously I caught some of this stuff here from, you'll see my aluminum mold from Epic Bait Molds and Marling Baits. So that collab is pretty sick. So I'll link their channels below as well. But first things first, I've just got some plastisol here. I've used a little just to heat it up, just to see what it would be like if I could actually make any of this work. Haven't poured anything yet. So we're gonna run some plastisol. I've got some colorants that I got here from Lureworks. I'll link their website below. I haven't opened this, haven't used it yet, but I've only heard great things from Lureworks and Spike It. Some glitter, gold, black, red, and silver just to start. I didn't want to dive in too deep, all right? I have a silicone mold here that I'm not going to play with yet today. This is a 5-inch Kitech, I believe, from Lure Parts Online. My brother actually bought me this last year for Christmas, and I think this is what kickstarted everything for me in terms of building my own baits, creating my own stuff, and eventually now my soft plastics. So I'll maybe work with that at another time, but I'm going to be using this here today, this aluminum mold, the collab from Marling Baits and Epic Bait Molds, that 1.7-inch prey bait, if you guys have seen that on his channel. I love small fishing. I love fishing panfish. So my brothers, my father, we tend to go after a lot of that stuff. So we'll be injecting in that 1.7-inch prey bait, working through that. And then these is a double 4-ounce injectors. So for laminates and molds that you've probably seen before, as well as the connecting or shooting block. So I'm gonna get to working on all of this. Got some anchor point, anchor hooking, anchor hocking, cooking, measuring cups. We're gonna measure some plastisol out and we're gonna shoot some stuff. So first time, we'll see how it goes. We'll go outside and check it out. First thing you want to do is make sure you shake up your plastisol. The resin tends to fall to the bottom. You can kind of see it cake down there. So you want to give it a good shake. And I'm not going to be working with a lot of plastisol today because I have noticed, I mean, this mold is pretty small. So we're just going to generously pour not even a half a cup. Or we'll start with a half a cup because I've overpoured it. Half a cup with each. We'll go 2 colors. And some glitters. This mold, after reading it online, says it's best shot a little cold in comparison to others. So we're going to warm it up to about 330 to 340 degrees as we start to work in the colors as well as the glitters. So pop it in the microwave and we shall get it cooking. While it is cooking, I'm gonna go through the color codes that I'm gonna work with today. So we have always had really good luck with a blue body, white belly. It just seems to catch a ton of fish around here, especially at this small size on a white jig head. So I'll add a little pearl powder. That's something in the box that I forgot to show you. I got some pearl powder to the blue to make it a little pearly. We'll give a little to the white, and then some silver This is the hex style 0.005, so 0.015 inch hex glitter silver. So we'll throw that all in there, mix it all up. Again, we want it to be close to about 330 degrees, and that's what we will be shooting at. Just checking the temps, close to 360, and yeah, 360 to 370 on both. That's okay, since I'm working outside, fully ventilated, and it's only like 60 some degrees here. It'll start to cool off pretty quick, so I'm gonna start mixing these pretty fast. So I'm gonna start with that pearl powder. We're gonna go pearl powder in both. And you know, this is my first experience ever trying this stuff, so I'm looking forward to seeing how it all works out and if it looks remotely good at all. So we'll go with the blue. And I'm not exactly sure how thick that color is, but we'll test it. Give it a little stir. Give you a show what the white's looking like so far, the pearl white. And keep mixing up the blue. Looks pretty sharp, so. I'm gonna add some hex glitter on both of these. This stuff gets everywhere, that's for sure. That just gives it a little texture. Very little, but enough that you can, you'll get some reflection of light off of that stuff. All right, one last temperature check. It's dropped down to just a little over 300, so we're gonna throw that back in the microwave for a couple of seconds. And then we'll shoot it. All right, we got the temperatures pretty much locked in. This will be the first go around of shooting this. Got a T for the top, so we're gonna go bottom white, top blue. Okay, shooting pretty good. And there we go. And we'll wait for that to mold out. Since I just have a little bit left, I am actually going to just pour these silicone molds and just see what it's like. Since I've never poured before, hand pour. We're gonna let those cool down and we'll see what the product is. And we'll check out the sprue, see, or the runner, sprue or runner, whatever they call it. See how well it laminated before we get to the actual baits. Well, looks like it ran pretty good, hopefully. Definite separation. First time with this, so we're all learning as we go. Hopefully you can see light's getting low, so I got about 30 minutes before we're pretty much in pitch black here. So try to get this done. All right, the big unveiling. I definitely overshot it. You can tell that with all this overrun plastisol, but let's take a quick look. if I can get it open. Oh, yep, overshot the top, which totally wrecked some of those, but look at the bottom. Not bad. First time shooting soft plastics. Pull this rod right out. There we go. Just need to cut that part off, that additional, but not bad for my first go around at soft plastic. So gonna go and clean these off, and I'll be right back. So the silicone mold still cooling off, but throw a couple of these out and show you kind of what the final product looked like. So, not terrible, you know. Oh, just about dropped them down in the abyss. Let me focus in on it for you. There it is. Probably a little bit more white than I would want after you look at it. The blue, I just need to do a better job of matching the color as well as matching the temperature, and then it'll shoot further down, but that's fish catching. So we are, tomorrow I'm gonna throw some of these out, maybe shoot a couple more, and we're gonna go to a local lake and just fire at it with these little things. So let's take a trip. All right, we are out in the banana at a local little pond. It's 70 degrees today, which is crazy because it's November 19th. So we are gonna take this little epic prey bait that we shot yesterday and see if we can get into some fish. Fish on? Bass? Oh, that's a nice crappie. Woo! That's a big crappie.
On my son's lure. Look, this is bigger than yesterday.
I got my phone. That's probably 10 inches, 9 inches. Ready? Got it.
Thanks. There you go.
Fish on? Oh, baby. There we go. One bass, you think? I can help. I'm gonna. Are you drag loose? I mean, are you gaining on him?
Not a lot. Look at that.
Yeah, I wonder if it's a catfish. I mean, there are big bass in here, though, that's for sure.
It's for a big bass.
Yeah. Oh, it's a big cat. Yep. There it is. I got one. Yep. First one, finally. There it is. Nice crappie on the Epic Prey Bait. First soft plastic pour is a success. Three bites in a row and can't get a hookup. There we go. Yep. Oh, it's a nice crappie. Damn. There we go. That's a slab. Epic Prey Bait. Well done, Marling Baits. Epic Bait Molds. As we are getting to sundown, I don't have my big camera, so this is my phone, so hopefully the audio is pretty solid. So this experience was awesome. I mean, first time pouring those any soft plastics, and those flat out can catch fish, those Epic Prey Baits. So shout out to Marling Baits. He made a great thing with Epic Bait Molds. That's a great pair. So I made a minnow translucent imitation. This one is just torn. So probably ended up catching about 17 crappie so far, and about 5 or 6, 7 bass. No, 7 bass. Yeah, 7. So it's been awesome so far. Out here with my dad. 70 degrees. Last day, November 19th. Until probably, who knows, see this 70 degree stuff again. So if you like this video,